A woman and a man are having a conversation, and the woman asks the man, "What is it that you do for a living?" And the man replies, "Oh, I empty out dishwashers for a living, ma'am." And so she replies, "Oh my gosh, that's brilliant, that's amazing. You're a maid, you're breaking down the walls of patriarchy." And so he replies, "Oh no, you misunderstood. I'm a midwife." And so I probably shouldn't have done that joke without an audience, but nonetheless, my speech is on midwives or midwifery. And I would have put a picture, but I don't think anybody wants to see that. Now, what is a midwife? A midwife is a trained professional that delivers babies, and they monitor the vitals of the women and the baby throughout the course of their whole pregnancy, before, during, and after labor. They only do natural births, which are births without any other hubbub, without any IVs or anything like that, or hard drugs or anything like that. And they also do at-home births, or births like in a pool or in a tub and things of the sort. Now, this man you see before you is a big contributor to why we wash our hands today. And this is something that's very important, because this is the whole reason why we have online classes now with the whole corona pandemic, and why they are telling us to constantly wash our hands. So he noticed that there was a problem. He worked in a hospital, and there were two wards. There was a maternity ward run by midwives, and a maternity ward run by medical doctors. Now, the death rates in the maternity ward run by the student doctors, their death rates were a lot higher than the maternity ward run by midwives. And so he asked himself a question of why? Why is this? And he noticed that the maternity ward run by the medical students, they were coming straight from an autopsy, which is where they cut open the deceased person's body to see what the damage was, and they would go straight to deliver the baby without washing their hands or changing their clothes or anything. And so he instilled the practice of washing your hands with chlorine, and it changed the game, and the death rates dropped significantly. Now, what is the difference, you ask? Many people don't even know what a midwife is, or an obstetrician, or that there is even a name for it at all. And the difference is that, like I said before, midwives only do natural births. So they can't perform a C-section, which is where they cut open the stomach of the pregnant woman and they take out the baby that way. They cannot do that, and they also cannot give prescription drugs, like heavy drugs or anything like that. And also the recovery time after the birth is significant. In a maternity center where the midwife would perform the delivery, the time it would take would be 6 to 12 hours, whereas if it was in the hospital, it would be 24 to 48 hours. And the care that is given is also very different. And I should know, I'm the daughter of a midwife, so I've seen it up close and personal, and I know that it is very different. And it is very important to know what your options are, because as we get older, kids are gonna happen. So it's good to know what's available to you, and midwives are the way to go.